experience of the very best coffees from Finca Tamaná, located in Huila, Colombia, where I have been working closely with the farmer, Don Elias, for almost 4 years. And today, I will try to help you understand what it's like to work at Finca Tamaná. Let's imagine that you are pickers, and today you are working with Don Elias at Finca Tamaná. You will wake up and get ready to work before sunrise at 6 a.m. When you hear the national anthem on the radio, is when the day starts, and doesn't matter if it's pouring rain or baking sun. Still, you need to pick coffee in order to make money every day. At 6 p.m., after 12 hours of picking coffee, you will again hear the national anthem on the radio. Then, it's time to bring the cherries you pick to the farmhouse, where Bellani, Elias' wife, will give you a glass of water like this, because this is how the pickers drink coffee. Then, Luciano, the farm manager, is going to weight the cherries you pick during the day. So, let's pretend that you are good pickers. And today, you pick around 120 kilograms of cherries. So, after 12 hours of working, this is how much you are going to get paid. But don't worry, we're still working to improve your payment. But you are not done working yet. Before the cherries get processed, you need to float and sort the cherries, because we don't want overripe and underripe cherries in our coffees. Then, if you have done a really good job sorting the cherries, you can finally deliver the ripe cherries to the cherry hopper. Then, you can go and have a nice dinner that Doña Marta, Luciano, his wife, has for you. But don't worry, dinner is free. Let's talk about process. While you are having dinner, Luciano is depulping the coffee because it needs to ferment overnight. The next morning, when the coffee is finished fermenting, Luciano will wash it and soak it in clean water for 24 hours, because this makes the coffee taste super clean. So soaking the coffee makes the coffee taste super clean. Then, coffee is taken to the dryers, where it dries slowly for up to 30 days in the shade, because the slow dry makes the coffee taste fresh for a very long time. So, were you able to follow this process? Because this is how all the coffees you are going to drink today are picked, processed, and dry. For you, today I have two different coffees. The first one is a very special one. It's a SL28 variety that we planted with Don Elias 4 years ago to see if he can get a better coffee that tastes better than his traditional caturra. And this year is the first real harvest, and you have the honor to taste this coffee for the first time. This is a Kenya variety, but because it's growing at 1,700 meters above sea level in Colombia, in Tamaná, this coffee tastes different than in Kenya, because this one has more body and lower acidity. Because we roast this coffee light and extract this coffee high, the flavors you will have for your espressos today are raisins, dark chocolate, and floral notes. Winey acidity, super sweet, and a gentle bitterness. Creamy and silky mouthfeel. Full body, and a long and super sweet aftertaste. Now, this is a present for you from Don Elias and his family. Please, take a look at the farm while I'm brewing your espressos. I'm coming back, pardon. Now, these are your espressos, but I want please just evaluate the cream and don't drink it yet, because I want you to have a clean flavor, balanced acidity, and a lot of sweetness. You need to drink this espresso today at a lower temperature. And I want please you, stir the spoon, with the spoon the espresso. You can leave the spoon in the wine container beside of you, just because we want the espresso to lower the temperature. This espresso today tastes super sweet because you pick the ripest cherries. Tastes clean because of the process, and it tastes fresh because of the low dry. Please, swirl the cup before you drink it and enjoy it. Now, this is the second coffee you are going to drink today. It's also very special. It's a castillo that we select out of the different castillos Don Elias has in Tamaná, because it's a really good example of castillo, and also because it tastes sweet and fantastic with milk. The flavors you will have are marzipan, milk chocolate, and bitter plums. Low body, but because we are using low-fat milk to enhance the sweetness and the flavor from the espresso. Caramel sweetness with a long and sweet aftertaste. As you know, in Colombia, we have so many problems with leaf rust, and the SL28 variety is also getting leaf rust. That's why Don Elias planted this castillo, because it's a resistant variety. It means he doesn't need to spray fungicides. And the trees produce a lot of cherries. And I think you, as a coffee pickers, will love it. Because the trees are full of cherries, it means you can get more than $20 per day. Please enjoy. Please remember the flavors: marzipan, milk chocolate, and bitter plums. Thank you. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Now, for your signature drink, I want you to have a new experience based on this espresso, the SL28, that we just taste. Because I want a clean flavor, balanced acidity. I'm going to filter the espressos. As you know, I have been helping Don Elias and his team for almost 4 years. One of the things I remember the most was the first time I tasted a coffee cherry from the SL28 variety, because it was super sweet, nice acidity, and floral notes. And today, I want to recreate that experience for you by adding only components from a coffee cherry. This is a cascada that I pick, dry, and process for you. And by adding this to your espresso, you will have wine acidity, but the acidity becomes very tart, and the espresso gets unbalanced. So I decided to use this fresh mucilage. And by adding this, we will have sweetness with balanced acidity and floral notes. But removing the mucilage from a coffee parchment is not easy. So we decided to carefully ferment the SL28 variety and save some of the fresh water we used after washing the coffee. The result was this fresh mucilage. Then we pasteurize, filter, and pasteurize it very carefully. And we add it to the espresso. The flavors you will have today are fresh coffee pulp, chocolate, super floral, sweet, winey acidity, and a long and sweet aftertaste. And it's incredible how we can make this SL28 get like superpowers, because it's super floral, it's very sweet, nice acidity. Please enjoy. I hope I have shown you that by working hard and focusing on improving the quality, we can produce super sweet and interesting coffees, both with rare and also with more common varieties. Working with Don Elias have not only made this coffee taste better, it has also increased its value, because after all, they are the most important people in our industry. Because without farmers and their workers and pickers, there is no coffee for us. Thank you very much. Time.